Hi guys. Today's episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with a C. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today I'm going to be reading for the collective of Sagittarius, the mutable sign of Sagittarius. What does it mean to be mutable, right? Mutable is at the end of the season. Mutable means that you're more go with the flow, that you're easily adaptable, that you have great resourcefulness. Not like the fixed signs who are in the middle of the season. The mutable signs are at the end of the season, and the cardinal signs are the changing of the season. So mutable Sagittarius. That's changeable fire, changeable passion, go with the flow passion, right? What does universe need to tell Sagittarius today? What do we have for Sagittarius? Before I get started, I'm going to ring a bell, clear the air, clear my thoughts. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets their wings. All right, Sagittarius. What does universe have for you today? I'm trying to shuffle off camera so it's not so loud, but it seems like it's still loud even off camera. What do we have for Sagittarius? We have the Empress. Starting out with fertile ground, huh? We have the Empress. We have Judgment in reverse. We have Page of Wands in reverse. What else do we got, universe? What else do we have for Sagittarius? Page of Swords. Definitely a message coming through with two pages on the on top of the deck right there. That is definitely either a message or a child, maybe a message from a child, or maybe a childish message. That could be with the Judgment in reverse. Maybe some of you Sagittariuses need to stay in your Empress mode of nurturing and loving and either some of you have been delivered a negative message about a child, or maybe you're taking a lot of your negativity out on a child. With Judgment in reverse over the Empress with two children. Maybe some of you guys are going through a hard time with children. Yeah, and the Tower. Ooh. Maybe some of you guys are having a hard time dealing with children right now. That you might be taking some of your aggression out on a child. And you need to remember to stay in your Empress mode, your nurturing. Like, maybe they've come in with some sort of news you took negatively, and like sometimes we take a lot out on our children, man. Yeah, and the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This definitely seems to be some sort of family situation. It's hard to be a child in this day and age, you know, like we're always telling our children to, like, it's almost like they're not allowed to have emotions. You know, it's not okay for our child to come in and have a bad day, because what do they know about having a bad day? What do they know about, you know, any sort of real trauma, or, you know, like we dismiss a lot of how our children feel. And I feel like some of this is talking about being negative towards a child, or being negative towards Definitely not being in your Empress, or having to remember to be in your Empress. What else can we tell Sagittarius, universe? I just feel like a Sagittarius out there needs to remember that children are allowed to have feelings too, and not to take your bad day out on them. To stay in your Empress mode. There might be a big crumbling. Somebody might be going through some serious opposition. Yeah, like you're being put in the middle. Maybe you're being put in the middle of two children, or being put in the middle of baby mama and you know, just being put in the middle of something to do with children, it seems like. And there's a lot of work that's been put in here with this situation, with the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. With the Empress, it's definitely about home life. What else do we need to tell Sagittarius today, universe? Let's pull one from the Alice in Wonderland deck. Investigate, look closely, ask questions, think before acting. Maybe some of you guys need to go sit outside and talk to the universe and consult the universe about whatever the right direction is with these children here. It seems like there's some sort of big upheaval, either in the mindset or in the actual physical. But there seems to be two children and a negative judgment over the Empress, which is, remember that kids are allowed to feel too. I know they can be overwhelming, and you know, there's especially toddlers, like there's so much energy that's just running around below your belly button. Maybe just sit down and try to see from their level, you know, growing up, wanting to grow and experience rejection of perpetual youth. Maybe some of you guys are fighting the idea of wanting to be a mom, like you're young and you still just want to go out and party, and you want to you're having a hard time finding the joy in just sitting at home and being a mom. And I'm going to tell you, man, that time goes by real fast. There's nothing in the world that's more important than the time that you have with your child, you know? Like, we only spend this much as a child, and the rest of it we spend as an adult, you know? The right way. Maybe don't judge them so harshly. Like my brother, his stepmother growing up played the piano, and he thought he was doing a great thing, you know. He wrote all the letters of the keys on the piano themselves, you know, and he was all proud of himself and thought that he was doing a wonderful thing. And his mom came home and was furious. And that still hurts him to this day, you know, because he really, really was trying to do a good thing. So try not to be too harsh on this childlike energy that's around you. Choices. Feeling blocked and restrained. Yeah, some of you are feeling bound by the whole being a mom, but you have the Empress and the Ten of Cups. You're doing a great job. It's okay to not be okay sometimes, and all of us fuck up, man. But you can change whatever outcome now, you know? Sometimes we're so stubborn, and all it takes is a hug, like, hey, I'm sorry, you know? Belonging to your own dream. Create your own life. Now, you can stop this in its tracks and just stop and be like, you know, I'm acting irrational. I'm sorry, you know, will you please tell me about your day? If we can pick one person in our lives per day to give our undivided attention to, that no matter what's going on in the moment, that no matter who's talking, no matter what's going on around you, pick one person per day and give your undivided attention to them and see how much that changes something. You know, I've noticed a lot of times my kid will come in and he'll come in and say something to me, and I'll have to actually stop and focus. Like, no, okay, this is your child. You love him. You know what? Make sure that you're paying all the attention that you can to him. Give them your undivided attention for however long they're in the room, for however silly the conversation might be. I didn't realize how hard it was to give a person my undivided attention until I consciously started to choose to do that. You know, I didn't have any idea that I wasn't doing that until I actually had to focus on doing that. What can we pull from the Rebel deck? Let's get one from the Rebel. Rebel. What else does Sagittarius need to know today, universe? What does Sagittarius need to know today? See, and I have Sagittarius moon, so to laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? Yeah, see, I can feel that card a lot. Getting all caught up in the, oh my God, I have to be on here and I have to go do this and I have to do that. And well, what if Becky doesn't, you know, she doesn't think that I'm a parent because I do this and I do that. And, you know, going into my son's school was what I felt like I was in trouble all the time, you know, because I was a hellion teenager. I ditched my entire freshman year, half my sophomore year, got kicked out my junior year. And then I started hitchhiking and I was on the streets, like, and it wasn't because my mom didn't love me. It had nothing to do with that at all. My mom was always there as much as she humanly could be, living through her own traumas, not knowing how to deal with any of her own trauma, not having access to, you know, light healers like we do. Says, fuck, this shit's about to get real. Surround yourself with the people that love you and that you love. You have this 10 of Pentacles. You have the Empress. In between all of this, you have those things. What else can we tell Sagittarius, universe? Let's get a major arcana card on it. Let's see what we got from the major arcana. What else can we tell Sagittarius? What card do we have? The Tower again. The Tower is taking away all those false ideas that your kitchen has to be clean in order for you to be a good parent. The Tower is letting go of all those ideas that, oh my God, I'm not driving the fanciest car and doing this and this and this like the Joneses are, so I must not be a good parent. You know, like the Tower doesn't necessarily have to be a physical thing. It is most definitely a mindset. Letting go of some sort of false ideals, some sort of fake persona, some sort of like living by the Joneses, you know, and letting yourself be human and letting your children be human. And the Fool. That's a leap of faith. Try something new, Sagittarius. Try something new in the realm of your mind, not necessarily on the outside, but just in how you react or not act, or maybe just giving one child a day, or the child that's around you, your undivided attention whenever they come into the room, no matter what. And see what happens. You know? Much love, you guys. I hope this message helps. Please remember to like and subscribe and say hello. Hello. Vroom, beep, beep.